Welcome, powerful souls. Halloween is near, a time when the veil between the visible and the invisible dissolves, inviting us to explore not only the mysterious outside, but the hidden power within us. Today, I invite you to take advantage of this magical energy to reflect on abundance, the law of attraction, and how our affirmations can transform our reality. Welcome. Have you ever truly considered the potential power of your mind? Most of us go through life using only about 10% of our mental capacity. But imagine what your life could look like if you could unlock even a small fraction more of that potential. If you're here in search of a deeper, more fulfilling existence, you're in the right place. The good news is that you don't need an advanced degree or special training, just curiosity and the willingness to explore some timeless truths that can guide you to a richer life. Yet how often do we pause to consider the quality of these thoughts, the ideas we entertain, the beliefs we hold, and the self-talk we engage in daily? Most people never think twice about the role their thoughts play, unaware that within their minds lies the key to their greatest potential. You've already taken the first step by being here, by seeking to understand how to harness the power of your mind to create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and peace. This journey, however, isn't about forcing or willing yourself into a new way of thinking overnight. True transformation doesn't come from a single moment of clarity, but from consistent, mindful effort. Each time you return to a powerful idea, reflect on it, and give it space to settle within you, you're nourishing that garden of the mind, watering the seeds that will grow into something magnificent. Consider how small shifts in perspective can lead to profound changes. Each time you confront a challenge or encounter something that stretches you beyond your comfort zone, you're engaging with the boundaries of your current understanding. These moments, although uncomfortable, are powerful opportunities. Instead of shying away from them, what if you leaned in with curiosity, allowing yourself to explore the unfamiliar with an open heart? Curiosity is a powerful force. It encourages us to look beyond the obvious, to dig deeper, and to ask questions that lead to unexpected revelations. It is the beginning of all learning. When you approach life with curiosity, you start to see that every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. Each question you ask, each new perspective you entertain, each challenge you face is a chance to understand yourself more deeply. But curiosity alone isn't enough. It must be paired with patience. In a world that glorifies speed and instant gratification, patience has become an underrated virtue. We often expect quick results, whether it's with a skill we're learning, a goal we're pursuing, or a challenge we're overcoming. Yet the most meaningful transformations take time. Just as a garden needs time to grow and bloom, so do our minds need time to adapt, absorb, and transform. Imagine the possibilities if you allowed yourself to fully embrace this process, committing to steady growth instead of seeking immediate change. With each passing day, each effort, and each moment of reflection, you inch closer to a richer understanding of yourself and your potential. This isn't about reaching an end destination. It's about appreciating the journey and acknowledging each small victory along the way. As you continue this exploration, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Your support not only helps you stay connected, but also inspires others to embark on their own transformative journeys. And there's something beautiful in the fact that you don't need to do anything extraordinary to start changing your life. Small actions, repeated consistently, have the power to create profound shifts. Start by observing your thoughts, without judgment, just awareness. Notice the stories you tell yourself, the beliefs you've adopted, the way you speak to yourself. Each observation, however subtle, is a step forward, a way to reclaim control over your mind and your life. At the heart of this journey is one fundamental truth: what you think, you create. Thoughts are not simply fleeting ideas that pass through the mind. They are the seeds from which your life grows. By consciously choosing to cultivate positive, empowering thoughts, you begin to shift the very foundation of your reality. This isn't a process you'll master in a day or even a month. It's a lifelong practice, an ongoing commitment to yourself. When you fully recognize that you are the architect of your own life, a profound shift occurs. Each day is filled with choices that either align with the life you want to build or pull you further from it. This realization that every moment offers a fresh canvas is liberating and empowering. It means you're not bound by your past, nor are you merely waiting for a future to unfold. You hold the brush, and with every stroke, you add colour and detail to the masterpiece of your life. But like any great work of art, life's creation requires patience, vision, and the courage to keep going, even when the image is incomplete or imperfect. It's in these moments, the ones that challenge you, that your strength is forged. Embrace them, not as roadblocks, but as necessary tests of your resilience. Just as metal must be heated to be shaped, so too must we encounter moments of discomfort to bring forth our truest potential. Imagine, for a moment, the roots of a mighty tree. Though invisible, they dig deep into the soil, anchoring the tree against winds and storms. Each setback you face is like those roots, grounding you, teaching you, helping you build a foundation that is unshakable. Embracing this inner strength becomes essential, because setbacks aren't just pauses. They're pivotal opportunities to grow even stronger, more focused, and more resilient than before. Think of each challenge as a quiet nudge from the universe, inviting you to realign with your goals and refine your path. Instead of feeling derailed, let each obstacle prompt you to pause, evaluate, and reset with greater clarity. Each time you overcome adversity, you're gathering experience, knowledge, and wisdom that become tools for future challenges. Remember that the journey to self-discovery and growth is rarely a straight line. It curves, it doubles back, and it sometimes leaves you questioning whether you're heading in the right direction. But trust in the process. The twists and turns are there to deepen your understanding, to build compassion for yourself and others, and to allow you to emerge as a person who is not only wiser, but more authentic. Over time, you'll find that the person you're becoming reflects the dreams, values, and aspirations you hold closest to your heart. You're no longer simply wishing for a better life, you're actively creating it. Your thoughts serve as your compass, guiding each step and building a life that aligns with your inner truth. As you grow, your reality shifts, becoming a space where peace, purpose, and possibility coexist. Each morning, as you open your eyes to a new day, recognize it as an opportunity to continue this journey. Recommit to the life you're building. Approach each day with gratitude for how far you've come and an open heart for all that lies ahead. This is your life, your journey, and with every thought, every choice, and every action, you're creating a legacy uniquely yours. Embrace it fully and let it fuel your evolution. The path may be winding, but it is leading you exactly where you're meant to go. There's immense freedom in understanding that what you think about yourself, others, the world, and the events surrounding you is what truly controls your life. And the power to guide this lies within you. Like all great truths, this concept is startlingly simple. If you think you are healthy, you will feel healthy. But if you let fears of illness take root, you will soon feel unwell. And as we know, feeling unwell can often manifest into actual sickness. Consider this. If you were born into riches, it's likely you would continue to thrive, unless someone convinced you that destiny alone rules your life. Such a belief might cause you to see setbacks as signs of failure. The smallest misfortune could then grow into a catastrophe in your mind, changing your belief in yourself and, consequently, your fortunes. This chain reaction demonstrates the profound truth that your life and every event in it are products of your beliefs and words. This is a fundamental principle, a basic, unchanging law called the principle of mentalism. If you hold beliefs that accidents are lurking around every corner, waiting to happen to you, or if you convince yourself that the ailments of old age are inevitable, then those beliefs will gradually take form in your life. But the opposite is equally true. If you choose to believe that only good things will come to you, then, in time, they will. This is the self-fulfilling prophecy. When you make a prediction, good or bad, you begin to set events in motion that bring it into reality. We're often unaware of the full range of ideas that occupy our minds. The process of forming these ideas is continuous, building on everything we hear, see, and learn. Yet whether we know it or not, our actions are influenced by these underlying ideas, most of which are hidden from our conscious thought. At the same time, we may be unaware of the very laws that govern our lives, the so-called laws of creation. And so, we often go through life creating circumstances at odds with these laws, without a compass or rudder, watching grand dreams fade into disappointment. We may even place the blame on life itself, or chalk it up to the will of God. If you've made it this far, it's likely you're beginning to realize a fundamental truth. Humans are not, as we may have once thought, corks tossed about on a vast sea. subject only to the whims of the elements. Far from it. Our lives, our circumstances, and the events around us are, in truth, the products of our own creation. We are the rulers of our own mental kingdoms. And if we choose to see ourselves as victims of fate, we are free to do so. Free is the key word here. To be born with free will means having the individual right to choose one's own direction. We can think positively or negatively with optimism or pessimism. We can fill our minds with visions of beauty, goodness and happiness, or we can dwell on evil, fear, and ugliness. And what we dwell on, we bring into being in our environment, both internal and external. Metaphysics has always taught that the thoughts we hold most strongly and most frequently sink into our subconscious minds, where they take root and establish themselves. Over time, these deeply planted thoughts become reflexive parts of our mental patterns. Modern psychology, in fact, has recently confirmed this ancient truth. When a person finds themselves facing disaster, often of their own making, they typically turn to a higher power, praying for deliverance from misery. Sometimes it seems these prayers are answered, and other times they're not. If prayers appear unanswered, family and friends might offer the consolation that it is God's will. This sounds almost as if God willed ill upon us, at least to the suffering individual. But this belief conflicts with the understanding of God as a benevolent Father, full of love, wisdom, and compassion. How could such a wise and loving being allow his children to endure such suffering? As human parents, we would never bring ourselves to inflict severe punishment on our children for innocent mistakes born out of ignorance. Yet many believe that God could condemn a soul for eternity, punishing it for natural, human errors. It's almost as if we envision God as a capricious schoolmaster, always on the lookout for the slightest infraction, ready to dole out disproportionate punishment. This perspective harks back to a simpler, almost childlike way of understanding the world. A way of thinking we must outgrow as we learn life's more profound truths. We have come to know that the calamities we encounter are of our own making. This is one way in which we are indeed fashioned in God's image and likeness. Each of us is the creator of our own circumstances. So why then does it sometimes feel like God hears us and other times does not? The answer lies in the nature of prayer. Prayer, at its essence, is the highest and purest form of thought. A concentrated focus that allows the mind to connect with the highest possible vibrations of existence. When we pray, centering our minds on divine presence, we emit waves of mental light. These thoughts, imbued with divinity, can illuminate our surroundings, much like the simple yet profound action of lighting a candle in a darkened room. Prayer transforms the landscape of our lives, bringing clarity, warmth, and insight. However, the way we approach prayer profoundly influences its effectiveness. Prayer is not merely words recited in formality. It is a state of communion with the universal force, and it thrives on sincerity and belief. If we reach out to God as a loving, caring Father, truly believing in his desire for our happiness and growth, we create an atmosphere of openness and receptivity. Our prayers, coming from a place of genuine worthiness and trust, can feel as if they're being received and answered. Yet if we pray out of a sense of fear, unworthiness or guilt, imploring, "Please God, take away this burden, though I know I might deserve it," we unintentionally set barriers around ourselves. We are, in essence, telling ourselves that our prayers are less likely to be answered, reinforcing feelings of limitation and separation from divine love. In these moments, we unknowingly turn to a version of God shaped by our fears, a reflection of our own punitive beliefs, rather than the benevolent Creator who simply wishes joy, peace, and freedom for all. As the adage goes, you get what you pray for, not because of a cold, unfeeling universe, but because the universe is constantly attuned to the energy we send out. If we project feelings of lack or unworthiness, we draw similar experiences toward us. Conversely, prayers spoken with confidence and love have a magnetic quality, pulling in experiences of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. God is not the punitive judge, the enforcer of penalties, or a distant, unapproachable being. He is the essence of love and the creator of universal laws, principles that are as consistent and unwavering as gravity itself. These laws govern all things, creating harmony and balance in every aspect of creation. Our free will allows us to either align with these principles or ignore them. The results manifest as our reality. There are 7 of these fundamental laws, principles that operate consistently and unfailingly across time and space. They are the pillars of order and harmony in existence, governing everything from the stars above to the thoughts within our minds. To understand and embrace these laws is to attune oneself to the rhythm of the universe itself. When we align our thoughts and actions with these principles, we naturally bring about the blessings, growth, and peace that are inherently part of this order. It's like adjusting a musical instrument to the correct pitch. The more aligned we are, the more harmonious our lives become. Through this understanding, we see that the soul requires no external judge or enforcer. Those who follow the natural laws experience peace and fulfillment, while those who act against them may face struggles or setbacks, not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth, reflections of areas where alignment is needed. The laws work like mirrors, showing us the state of our inner selves through the circumstances of our outer lives. This concept frees us from feelings of victimhood or helplessness. We are active participants, shaping our destiny with every thought, intention, and choice. In aligning our minds with these principles, we cultivate an inner environment rich with positivity, strength, and resilience. Imagine, for instance, that every thought of love and gratitude strengthens the garden of your mind, causing flowers of joy, understanding, and fulfillment to bloom. Meanwhile, negative or fearful thoughts act like weeds, drawing energy from the fertile ground and inhibiting growth. By being mindful of our mental and emotional garden, by regularly tending it with intention, we can allow the full beauty of our potential to unfold. The journey of aligning with these universal principles requires dedication and awareness. It asks us to examine our thought patterns, habits, and beliefs, and to consciously choose those that serve our highest good. Some days this may mean choosing forgiveness over resentment. On others, it might involve seeing a setback as a stepping stone to greater understanding rather than a failure. The process isn't always easy, and it isn't linear. But with time and practice, the shifts we make within ourselves start to reflect outward, bringing about a transformed reality. By embracing these truths, we align ourselves with the flow of life. Challenges, then, become opportunities to deepen our understanding, and each experience becomes part of a larger journey of growth and self-discovery. As we cultivate thoughts and beliefs that are aligned with truth, compassion, and love, we create a reality that reflects these qualities. Our lives, then, become an ever-evolving expression of our highest aspirations. Each thought a seed that will one day blossom into fulfillment and joy. With every thought, every belief we nurture, we are building a life that reflects our deepest potential. And as we do so, we bring a bit more light into the world for ourselves and others, a testament to the powerful truth that we are indeed co-creators with a loving universe. For you will show itself. St. Paul said that God is closer to us than our own hands, our own feet, even the very air that fills our lungs. We need not shout or strain for God to hear us. Merely thinking of Him is enough. In such quiet moments, the disarray of our lives begins to realign itself into order, like pieces of a puzzle falling naturally into place. If you're finding value in this journey, be sure to subscribe and like this video so you can continue to receive inspiration and support on your path of growth. At this point, I don't want you to believe a single word I've written without proving it to yourself. This is your divine and sovereign right to explore, to question, and to understand. Don't simply accept as you may have in the past, taking everything at face value. Instead, take this opportunity to judge for yourself what is true, what is meaningful, and what resonates deeply within. Awake or asleep, we spend 24 hours a day engaged in ceaseless thought. Like an unedited film, disconnected thoughts flow through our minds, each one sparked by the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, touches, or experiences of life. Among these countless fleeting thoughts, a select few capture our attention and linger, drawing us in. Why? Because these thoughts resonate with us, evoking emotions, be they fear, attraction, affection, or even revulsion. It is not the nature of the feeling itself, but the strength of it, the significance we assign to it that draws our focus. When a thought repeatedly catches our interest, we dwell on it, talk about it, and mentally revisit it. With enough repetition, This thought transitions into our subconscious, where it becomes ingrained, a reflex response waiting to be triggered. This is meditation in action. Once an idea is etched into the subconscious, it manifests as a natural reaction, just as your leg reflexively jerks when tapped by the doctor's hammer. When an event or experience touches upon one of these deeply embedded ideas, it activates the original feelings tied to it. In metaphysical terms, we refer to these as concepts, core beliefs or convictions. The subconscious itself lacks discrimination. It doesn't think, reason, or analyze. It simply stores, obeys, and responds. Like a highly advanced computer, it records our beliefs, preferences, and judgments, recalling them without question when prompted by our sensory or emotional cues. In this way, it mirrors the most sophisticated data storage systems, yet it has no emotion, humour, or self-awareness. It makes no distinction between a joke and a serious command. For example, if you jokingly refer to your nose as a potato nose, your humourless subconscious takes this literally. Repeated enough times, your mind may begin to manifest this belief. Perhaps you start holding your head a certain way, or mentioning your potato nose so often that it draws attention, causing others to notice something that was never an issue to begin with. Our thoughts truly hold power. Metaphysics, beyond the physical. The word metaphysics translates to beyond the physical, and metaphysics is the science that deals with everything undetectable by the senses. It seeks to provide an understanding for the mysteries that surround us, those phenomena that seem to lack a logical explanation. But as mystical as metaphysics may appear, it is in truth an exact science, as you'll come to realise through experience and reflection. Consider the first time you heard the phrase, catch a cold. You may not remember it, but your subconscious does. Elders and caretakers likely warned you that catching a cold was something to be feared or avoided. With repetition, you adopted their feelings and reactions. Don't get your feet wet. Stay away from drafts. Avoid people who are coughing or sneezing, or else you'll catch it too. Over time, these warnings became etched in your subconscious, forming a reflex centre that acts without conscious thought. This reflex now operates automatically, so when you encounter these cold-catching conditions, your body responds with the symptoms you've been conditioned to expect. Some individuals don't even require direct exposure. Hearing that an illness is going around is enough for them to experience symptoms. Today we understand that colds aren't caused by wet feet or open windows. But the beliefs are there, deeply embedded, and often resistant to reason. In fact, media and advertisements continually reinforce these subconscious beliefs. In this way, the influences of our formative years accumulate, creating reflexive patterns that shape every aspect of our lives: our health, relationships, and even success. These influences, once established, create an unconscious framework, like a basement full of others' ideas, which affects everything we do, think, and feel. These are our life patterns, the automatic causes of the good and bad experiences we encounter. If we had not accepted these ideas in our subconscious, if they hadn't been ingrained like nails driven into wood, no germ, virus, or environmental factor could have dictated our reactions. Our will, whether positive or negative, serves as a powerful magnet, attracting to us that which we focus upon most intently. This is why a person's attitude, not the environment, often determines the outcome of their experiences. A positive mindset can act as a protective shield, while a negative outlook can invite difficulty and illness. This leads us to an infallible formula. The quality of our life is determined not by external factors, but by our inner thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. Our minds are like storehouses filled with accumulated opinions, concepts, and convictions, some of which may be at odds with universal truths. These erroneous beliefs manifest as the challenges we face: illness, failure, misfortune, or discord. None of these hardships align with truth, and each one can be transformed through awareness and intentional thought. By understanding this, we regain our power. We realize that we are not victims of circumstance, but creators of our experience. We can choose which thoughts to accept and which to release, dismantling those that do not serve us. Just as a craftsman molds clay, we can reshape our lives by consciously directing our thoughts, grounding them in truth, and aligning them with our highest aspirations. As you reflect on these principles, you will discover that aligning with truth naturally invites well-being, harmony, and fulfillment. Your subconscious, once programmed with the beliefs that resonate with truth and positivity, will respond to life with greater resilience, strength, and joy. This is the essence of true mastery, a life created not by chance but by conscious choice and inner conviction. By identifying and challenging false beliefs, we can replace them with profound truths that nurture the happiness and positivity we seek, while safeguarding us against the return of negativity. When we establish truth within our subconscious minds, the very order of our inner world transforms. The magnetic pull of our thoughts reverses its polarity, making it impossible to attract negative influences that no longer resonate with our elevated state of being. Whenever we encounter undesirable situations, whether it be illness, accidents, robbery, emotional pain, or injustice, it is essential to seek and recognize the truth. Jesus Christ, one of the greatest metaphysical masters, proclaimed, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." John chapter 8:32. This truth embodies perfect harmony. If your experiences do not originate from harmony, justice, goodness, freedom, health, wisdom, love, or joy, then they contradict the essence of supreme harmony. They are mere illusions. Your higher self exists as a perfect being, immutable and eternal. It cannot succumb to illness, age, or fear. It requires no struggle. It remains ever constant, embodying beauty, love, intelligence, wisdom, and joy. This understanding of truth belongs to every human being, yours and mine alike. It is not to suggest that each individual is God, just as a single drop of water is not the ocean. Yet that droplet is an integral part of the ocean, containing within it the entirety of what the ocean represents. From a molecular perspective, that droplet holds the vastness of the ocean within its essence. Everything you project into the world, every circumstance, every moment of suffering, originates from beliefs that may be erroneous within you, manifesting outwardly as reflections of your inner state. These manifestations do not define your essence or your superior being. Those remain perfect, untouched, and unchanged. When faced with adverse circumstances, remember this empowering truth. Consciously declare, either mentally or aloud, "I do not accept this." Say it with firmness, yet gentleness. Understand that mental efforts do not require physical force. Neither thought nor soul possess muscles, as their strength derives from spiritual forces. Thus, when you assert, "I do not accept this," do so with calm conviction and unwavering gentleness, reinforcing your resolve against negativity. After making this declaration, recognize that your higher self, your superior being, exists in a state of perfection. Then affirm with conviction, "I declare the truth of this problem to be harmony, love, intelligence, justice, abundance, life, health, and any other positive qualities that counteract the negativity surrounding you." In expressing gratitude, say, "Thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me." It's crucial to remember that you need not believe every word you read. Instead, place your faith in the truth of your own statements. By asserting that you will not accept situations contrary to harmony, you align yourself with the restorative forces of the universe. If you genuinely believe and apply these principles, you will soon witness their transformative power. This practice, known in metaphysics as a treatment, requires a sustained, positive attitude to be effective. Such ongoing reinforcement replaces the negative reflexes that led to undesirable circumstances in your life. Belief begins with hope, not doubt. Therefore, you cannot harbour skepticism regarding the efficacy of your treatment. Avoid voicing old concepts and beliefs that contributed to unpleasant situations. Those words would nullify the positive effects you seek. As St. Paul advised, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans chapter 12:2. This transformation involves reshaping the mental patterns that have dominated your subconscious, patterns that have shaped the negative environment in which you have found yourself. Total transformation occurs as you change each old, inharmonious belief as it arises in life or consciousness. Each affirmation of truth gradually chips away at false concepts, revealing the clarity of truth that has always existed within you. As you embrace this truth, you will experience miracles in every aspect of your life. What you perceive as flaws within yourself are merely illusions, temporary distortions that fade away once you recognize the perfection of your higher self. This recognition allows you to be restored to your true essence, the manifestation of your personal Christ, reflecting the divine image of the Father in which you were created. embrace this vital truth from this moment onward. The longer you act upon these principles, the more profound the results you will experience in your journey toward perfect harmony. Each day presents a new opportunity to affirm your worthiness and embrace the unique qualities that define you. Remember that you are as unique as your fingerprints, created to fulfill a purpose that no one else can achieve. It has taken eons of evolution to produce the person you are today. Each experience, each lesson, has shaped you into the remarkable individual you are, capable of contributing to the tapestry of existence in ways that are entirely your own. God's works are infinite, and each of us represents but a fragment of his magnificent creation. It is essential to recognize that your Christ embodies wisdom itself, God's highest expression of love for humanity, patiently awaiting your acknowledgement. This recognition is not a mere intellectual exercise. It is a profound shift in your awareness. Now, the moment of recognition has arrived. Engage in conversation with this divine presence. Consult him, seek his guidance, and remain open to his responses. Be still and listen. In these moments of stillness, as you allow your thoughts to align with divine truth, a profound transformation will resonate throughout your being. You will find that the answers you seek are often found in the quiet of your heart, waiting for you to acknowledge their presence. As you cultivate this sacred connection and embody these transformative truths, you step into the fullness of your potential, creating a life that mirrors the divine order of the universe. This journey is not just about personal growth. It's about becoming a conduit for divine energy, a vessel through which love and light flow into the world. Embrace this journey and watch as your reality shifts in alignment with the greater good. You are not merely a participant in life, you are a creator, a channel for divine expression, and a vessel for peace, joy, and love in the world. By nurturing this relationship with your higher self and the divine, you unlock the profound mysteries of your existence. Each moment becomes an opportunity for growth, healing, and enlightenment. Every interaction, every experience, becomes a chance to express the divine qualities that reside within you. As you traverse this path, remember that you possess the power to reshape your reality, crafting it with the divine light that resides within you. Allow this truth to guide your every step, and watch as the universe unfolds in miraculous ways before you. This divine journey will also invite challenges, but understand that these are not obstacles. They are stepping stones toward deeper understanding and greater strength. Embrace them with an open heart, for they are part of your evolution. Each trial is an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to truth and harmony. In embracing your unique journey, you become a beacon of hope and a testament to the transformative power of truth. Your experiences can serve as inspiration for others, lighting the way for them to embark on their own paths of self-discovery and liberation. Your growth resonates beyond yourself, creating ripples of change in the lives of those around you. As you walk this path, seek community with those who share similar aspirations, for the collective energy of like-minded souls can amplify your own transformation. Engage in dialogues that uplift and inspire, share your insights, and learn from others. Recognize the divine in them as you strive to embody the divine in yourself. Remember, your journey is a sacred pilgrimage, not just toward personal enlightenment, but toward collective awakening. Each day, ask yourself how you can contribute to this greater purpose. How can your unique gifts and insights serve humanity? How can you embody the love and wisdom that your higher self represents? By remaining vigilant and committed to your truth, you will find that the universe responds in kind. Synchronicities will occur. Doors will open where there once were walls. You will attract opportunities that align with your highest self and purpose, allowing you to manifest your dreams and desires. As you continue this journey, practice gratitude. Acknowledge the abundance that surrounds you and the blessings that unfold in your life. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to see the beauty in each moment, no matter how small. It cultivates a sense of peace and fulfillment that attracts even more goodness into your life. Ultimately, your journey is a testament to the profound interconnectedness of all existence. As you align with truth and embody love, you contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. Your unique presence adds richness to the world, and as you shine your light, others are inspired to do the same. In this grand tapestry of life, your thread is vital, weaving together the diverse experiences of humanity into a masterpiece of love, compassion, and unity. So continue to nurture this sacred connection with your higher self, for it is through this relationship that you will find the keys to unlocking your fullest potential. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and know that you are not alone. The divine presence that created you is always with you, guiding, supporting, and loving you through every twist and turn of your path. As you walk forward, you become a living expression of truth and love, a radiant testament to the infinite possibilities that arise when we align with our higher selves. Once you have come to understand and accept that He is your supreme guide and teacher, you will witness His rebirth. Christ is the Messiah, and His coming is prophesied for this era. This isn't to say that He will dwell among us in the flesh, but that we can all find Him born once again in our hearts and minds, which are His kingdom. This is why He was called Christ, the Greek word for Messiah or anointed king. Every spoken word is a decree that is outwardly manifested. The word is a spoken thought. We have already learned about the immense power of thought. Two sayings of Jesus have not been studied closely enough. One of these is, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Most have interpreted this as meaning that others will judge us by what we say and write. While this is true, it is not the full meaning of Christ's own words. Jesus taught the truths of metaphysics at a time when the majority of humanity was not sufficiently mature to understand them. He was aware of this, and on numerous occasions he expressed that there was much more to say, but we would not yet be able to comprehend it. However, there would always be a few who understood and would instruct others. He who hath ears, let him hear. The second reference he made to the power of words was, not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. This statement, made in response to a trivial question about dietary law, contains a great metaphysical truth in all its explicit beauty. I suggest that you spend a day just listening to yourself and the decrees you make so casually. Business is rotten. Kids today are a lost generation. We'll never get there in this traffic. You can't trust anyone these days. It's not safe to walk the streets. Don't touch that. You'll break it. With my luck, I'll probably fill in your favourite disaster. I love that, but it upsets my stomach. I can feel one of those migraines coming on. He'll rob you blind. She's a vicious gossip. There's no point in trying. You can see the pattern. You've made prophecies, and your attitudes govern your actions to the point where you ensure those prophecies are fulfilled. Never forget that every word you utter is a decree, whether positive or negative. When it is positive, it manifests in good. When negative, only bad can follow. If your words are against someone, it is the same as condemning yourself. That person lives up or down to your expectations, at least where you are concerned. But when you speak with kindness and understanding towards others, they will return kindness and understanding to you. When something unpleasant happens to you, don't think, I wasn't expecting that. Instead, reflect on the statements you've made in the past that predicted and literally caused your misfortune. It could have been one of those idle statements, like the ones mentioned above. Every time I make an investment, I lose my shirt. Jesus was not one to waste words. He expressed himself eloquently when he said, "For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh." He is telling us that it is the feeling accompanying a thought that engraves it upon the subconscious and gives it its power. The first feeling we learn is fear, often taught to us by our parents in their desire to keep us from harm, or by religious teachers in their desire to prevent wrongdoing. Fear makes our hearts accelerate. We say, "My heart jumped into my throat," when we speak of great fear we've felt. It is this fear from the heart that lies behind all the negative phrases mentioned above. St. Paul stated that we would be transformed by the renewing of our minds. How is this renewal accomplished? Start with your negative statements. Each time you find yourself saying something negative, you've unearthed an erroneous concept that was buried in your subconscious. Acknowledge the feeling that accompanies it, and then erase it. Whether the emotion is fear, dislike, despair, or anger, deny it as a lie. Affirm the truth so that it will no longer manifest itself in your actions. You will soon find that you speak differently, and your way of thinking has changed. With this practice, both you and your life will be transformed by this renewal of your mind. Increase your awareness of others when you are in company. Observe their language and the actions that bear out their statements. You will become aware of their concepts by the results they bring upon themselves. Do not agree with what you hear when conversations turn negative. Instead, think, I do not accept this for myself or for them. You don't have to tell them about the truth you are learning. In fact, it's best not to. This isn't some secret ritual, but rather a recognition that they may not yet be ready for it. There is a proverb that states, "When the student is ready, the teacher appears." People who are ready for advancement are automatically drawn to those who can lead them. This is a basic law of attraction. Therefore, there is no need for you to be a missionary trying to force the truth on others. This usually drives them in the opposite direction. This is what Jesus referred to when he said, "Give not that which is holy unto dogs, neither cast ye pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you." Faith can move mountains. You've heard this proverb repeated time and again, but it is often said thoughtlessly, as few people really know what it means, or why or how faith can move mountains. Fear, too, can move mountains, for fear is merely a negative form of faith in evil. It is the firm conviction that something bad is going to happen. Pure faith, on the other hand, is the certainty that whatever happens will be good. You don't fear that something good will happen to you, nor do you say, "I have faith that something bad is coming." Faith is what we wish for, and we do not wish for harm to come to us. We fear it. However, you attract what you fear, and so it comes about. When it does happen, you may say, with a kind of perverse triumph, "I knew it, I could feel it," and so you did. But don't go around boasting of your clairvoyant skills. What happened was that you thought about this or that misfortune with fear, and you did indeed predict it with your words. The key here lies in understanding that your thoughts and feelings are powerful forces that shape your reality. By acknowledging this, you can begin to shift the focus of your thoughts from fear and negativity to positivity and hope. Start by practicing affirmations that resonate with your higher self, statements that reflect the love, wisdom, and strength inherent in your being. Instead of dwelling on fears or doubts, declare with conviction, "I am safe, I am worthy, I attract only goodness into my life." As you do this, you will find that your inner world begins to reflect these affirmations, and your external experiences will gradually shift to align with your new mindset. Furthermore, create an environment that supports your transformation. Surround yourself with positivity, whether that be through uplifting literature, inspiring music, or supportive individuals. Each of these elements will contribute to the nurturing of your spirit, encouraging you to remain steadfast in your journey towards self-discovery and empowerment. In addition to personal affirmations, consider engaging in practices that enhance your connection with your higher self. Meditation, for instance, can be a powerful tool for tuning into the divine wisdom within. By setting aside time each day to sit in silence, focus on your breath, and allow thoughts to flow without judgment, you create space for clarity and insight. During these moments, invite the presence of your higher self to guide you, opening your heart and mind to the messages that are meant for you. As you deepen this connection, you will find that you are better equipped to navigate the challenges that arise in life. The strength of your faith will grow, allowing you to approach each situation with confidence and grace. You will become more adept at recognizing the interplay of thoughts, feelings, and words in shaping your reality, empowering you to make conscious choices that lead to greater harmony and fulfillment. Remember, the journey toward transformation is not an overnight process. It requires patience, commitment, and practice. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this path, and recognize that each step forward is a step toward a more profound understanding of your true self and your purpose in the world. As you embark on this transformative journey, hold on to the belief that you are capable of great change. Allow yourself to be guided by the wisdom of your higher self, and embrace the beauty of the unfolding journey. With each affirmation, each moment of stillness, and each act of kindness towards yourself and others, you will create a life that reflects the divine potential within you. If you found this message inspiring, don't forget to subscribe and like this video to continue receiving uplifting content that supports your journey.